everybody, welcome back to another Mental Health Monday video. If you're brand new, hi, my name is Michelle Pearson. Subscribe down below if you want more millennial mom content. I do these mental health videos every single Monday, so I hope you are excited. Hi you guys, I hope you had a really great weekend. I know we did. It was more chill than normal, so I was able to get a lot of stuff done. On Saturday, I had a really great cleaning day. I have been so behind because of the project that we've been doing some built-ins, and I'm so ready for it to be over. And hopefully tomorrow it will be over and I'll be able to share with you guys kind of like what it looks like. Yesterday on my Instagram, I shared a quote about invalidation. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit more in depth today because I had a lot of responses from you guys, and I feel like I kind of touched on a topic there that a lot of you really felt. So this is the quote. It is from Let's Talk.Mental Health. It's one of my favorite Instagram accounts. It says, "Invalidation hurts. Can we stop invalidating other people's experiences just because you have been through something worse?" Then it goes on to give multiple examples, one of them being, if someone is tired after getting 7 hours of sleep and you only got 5 hours of sleep, it doesn't mean that they're not tired or you're more tired than they are. You're both just tired. It just goes on and gives like multiple examples. And I just thought that this was something that we should talk about today because I feel like I've had this happen to me so many times, and I'm sure I've done it to somebody without even realizing or knowing. So I think it's something that's really important to be aware of. I think a lot of times we consider this one-upping someone. Someone is sharing something and someone's like, oh yeah, well, guess what I did? I actually did this, where this actually happened to me. Because I think sometimes we're so excited to share our personal experiences that can come across like that, like unintentionally. But then there's other times where I feel like invalidation can be a very big hindrance in a relationship. Am I right or am I right? One of the greatest things I have learned, and I want to do another mental health video on this probably next week, maybe we'll do that next week, is the value of having good relationships where you feel like your feelings, what you're doing, are validated. In too many relationships throughout different times of my life, I had been close to people who did not validate me, and it crushed me. It crushed my self-esteem, especially as an empath, especially as someone who has struggled with just my self-worth. It really damaged my self-worth because it made me feel like what I was feeling wasn't valid, that it wasn't true, that I wasn't good enough, or what I had experienced wasn't hard enough, or it just did not validate any of those feelings that had shaped me into the person I am. And on the flip side, I feel like at 37 years old, I can finally say all of the relationships that I am in, I feel like I am being validated. And why is being validated so important? Well, just like I said, when you feel validated, you feel heard, you feel seen, you feel like that person is really listening and looking at you and that they genuinely care. Whereas on the flip side, when someone invalidates you and says, oh, well, that's not that big of a deal, immediately you feel kind of shut off. You feel like your experiences aren't valid, they're not important, they're not worth talking about because they're not as bad as somebody else's. And I feel like for the most part, I would like to give people the benefit of the doubt that they don't even realize that they're doing it, but it can be a very big hindrance in any sort of relationship. So I'm asking you to kind of sit here for a minute and reevaluate. I guarantee most of you, when I read this quote, you could already think of something someone has said or someone in your life that has done something like that to you, that they have not validated you in your pain or in your experiences. And I want to stress the importance of surrounding yourself with people, if to the best of your ability, because sometimes we're put in situations where we can't change our surroundings, right? Where you work, family members, or whatever it is, we can't change that. But to your best of your ability, surround yourself with people who are validating you and validating those experiences, because the things that we have happen to us in our lives define us and they shape us into who we are. And sometimes when I have shared experiences that are very private and very like sacred to me and they haven't been validated, it really kind of hurt that relationship because I feel like they weren't seeing me for who I really was and seeing me for what I have been through. Another note that I wanted to say about this that I think is really important. People say this to me all the time, like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad complaining about my 2 kids when you have 5. Like, I feel so stupid. You probably like, duh, this is so dumb. 2 kids is so hard or something. No. I mean, I always tell them like, no, 1 kid was hard for me. 2 kids was hard. 3 kids was hard. 5 kids is hard. It's all hard because it's all relative. So who are we to judge someone else's experiences? I think the biggest part to realize also is that there is so much that goes on in someone's life that we don't know about and we probably never will know about. I have things that have happened to me that are traumatizing that only a couple people in my life know about. Brad, and then my sisters or something, like there are some things that I will hold near and dear to me that have been traumatizing or that have like impacted me or whatever it is. And I'm not going to share that, shout it from the rooftops with people. So when people say like, oh, well, you don't really get it. It's like, yeah, I do. I just don't want to share my experience or something. You just never know what someone's gone through. And so I think it's important to realize that what you see on the surface isn't necessarily all what you get, because people have so many experiences that we just don't understand. And so when they say something is hard, that's hard for them, and there could be so much more going on that you just don't know. I can't even tell you like how many people throughout my life, later in life, I find out what they had been going through at the time. And I just had no idea when we were in high school or when we were in college, or when we were young moms or whatever. You just never really know what someone's going through. So I think a big part of this is not invalidating someone's experiences because we just literally don't know what's going on, but giving people the benefit of the doubt and showing love and showing concern and care, because that's what we're here to do, you guys. We're here to help each other. We're not here to compete and say, well, my life is the hardest life. You don't know what it is, and judging other people for how they're handling situations and all of that. So basically, this is a judge-free zone, friends, and I hope that you can look around you, and the next time somebody complains about something or is expressing something hard, try to make sure that your first instinct isn't, oh my gosh, is she seriously complaining about that? I just feel like the more positive we put out into the world, the more positive things will come back to us, and that's the vibe that we will put out, and that will come back to us. I really believe that, and I believe that we're all children of God here, and we're all here to help strengthen and uplift one another. And if we're just sitting here judging people silently in our heads because of their experiences, then we're not going to be as happy, because you can't be as happy. So that is my Mental Health Monday video. You guys, don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. Let me know down below what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it, and we will see you guys later. Bye.